Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hope we are well. Today is the start of a new series. I've been getting a lot of requests on a 2 series, and I didn't just want to do a 2 series just for the sake of it. So I decided what we'll do is we'll do a 2 series based on the seminars. So based on the seminars, the offensive and defensive seminar. But not only that, throughout this series, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would train at each rank specific point so that you can do it too. A lot of people are struggling to rank up. A lot of people are finding it hard. They're getting a bit ticked off that they're not, they've sort of regressed because of the way the ranks have changed. And I'm here today to tell you it has never been easier to rank up. The truth of the matter is, a lot of you are not listening to the truth. You're listening to the lies of people telling you to play faster, telling you to work on mechanics. You can walk through these ranks, and I'm going to show you how, if you just follow the fundamental principles. Now, throughout this series, it is solo queue. I'm going to try and tell you the best way to go solo queue, or the easiest way for yourself. So if you don't have a lot of time to work on mechanics, this series is for you. You can literally follow this along. You probably don't need too much mechanics. In fact, I imagine a lot of you have already enough mechanics to get to Grand Champ, and I'm going to show you that oftentimes it really isn't your mechanics holding you back. I still believe 100% wholeheartedly that the greatest way to rank up and the best method of ranking up is the Pacifist System. There's no one's going to tell me different. We have a new cohort starting in March. If you would like to do that, message me, follow the link to the Discord. Throughout this, I'm going to make references to previous free programs that I have that I recommend doing at certain rank points. So to begin, let's just get straight into it. I'm going to go through the settings. So this is literally, guys, I want this to be it was started 2024. I want this to be the most comprehensive guide to ranking up in this year for 2v2. So training, I would just put that on limited if you want to. You don't have to. You can do what you want with that. It's training. But I'm going to show you how to train anyway. So anyway, gameplay. This is the stuff you want. Sort of check those settings. Not too much probably that's going to throw you out there. But here are my settings. So this is my camera settings. I have a very high transition speed. A lot of you know because I bought a PC from a gypsy years ago. So when they first added that in, I believe it was in 2016, possibly 2017, I went straight to 2 because I couldn't have it with the lag. And now I cannot go back. To me, there's so many more pros to using a quick transition speed that I still can't believe people aren't using it. We're actually seeing more pros adapt to a instant transition speed now, such as Jan, off the top of my head. Swivel speed, that's based on what you want. Stiffness, I like quite stiff. I know Flakes, for example, will have 1. I think Lefamir has 1 as well. I know Gimmick, for example, has 0. It really is dependent on you. I like stiff camera angle because it doesn't change too much when I get faster, which can increase your consistency to hit the ball. But I do like a little bit of movement to make me feel a bit faster when I do accelerate. Angle, I have -3. This helps me see above the ball. I just find this really good for flicking, and that's going to be our main outplay through this whole series. When we get to like Camp 3, it's going to be flicks. Height is 120. Again, I like to have a height, being able to see again above that ball. Distance 290 and 110. I will just say I am on a very widescreen monitor. However, I use these when I'm in a small monitor when I'm coaching. And these are my sensitivity settings. So I have this the same. A lot of people have area higher. I don't really know why. If you're not sure what sensitivity does, the lower technically would be better in a way because it gives you more zones of manipulation on your car. For example, what I want to show you here, just if you didn't know how this works, actually, I'm going to reset the ball so it doesn't confuse us. If you look at my wheels, you can see that I can slowly move them across, and you can see I have real good control. If I put this up to 10, so if I just ram this up to 10 real quick, or whatever 9 will do, when I try and control, you see how it just instantly turns? I can't get in the middle of that. I'm really trying. It's like a millimeter and it's moving all the way. So a little bit of a misconception. People think that the higher the sensitivity, the faster you can move. That is nonsense. It is just how far you have to move your controller to turn fully, which is why I think it can be disadvantaged. Again, some people use really high. I know Ray basically uses 10. I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how he does that. I know some pros, for example, Lefamir again, uses like a 1. Monkey Moon uses like a 1.68. I think some of the I think like Nooper might use it free. So it's dependent on you. Control the dead zone is dependent on the controller. To test your dead zone, put it as low as possible. Drive forward and tap side to side and up and jump like that, and see if you continue to move. For example, if I jump and put down and it does that, even though I tapped it, then you need to go up. And also make sure you're testing this camera joystick as well, because that is also dependent on your dead zone. And essentially what you want to do is make it as low as possible without any interferences. So this is an old controller, so it's on 14. Newer controllers, you can get to, some people even get them on 2. It seems that PlayStation controllers are a bit better than Xbox when it comes to dead zone, in all honesty. And dodge dead zone, I like this low because I like to just quickly flick things, and I don't want to push my controller all the way to be able to get the flick off. If you're more of a freeze player, if you go for more aerials, you're probably going to want this higher for your double jumps to not be so, easy to backflip, let's say. And here are my settings. I'm just going to scroll down through these. I don't really need to go through these too much, but I have got the controller display in the bottom corner. So hopefully if you just pause that, you can copy my settings if you want. You can understand what I'm doing. I like to have the interface scale and the display scale fairly brought down a bit to make everything a little bit more compact. But then I like the display scale, the nameplate scale big, so I can read where players are hitting the ball, and we'll go through that as we play. And these are just what I have. I don't like a lot of notifications, so I turn most of that off. This is what you want for this. Make sure it's 240. 144, even if you're on a 144 hertz monitor, put it up to 240. You can go higher, but it can really mess your graphics card up, and it costs more to play the game. So it depends how much money you want to spend on that. And these are my audio settings, and make sure if you're new, make sure you turn that to off, as you don't want an embarrassing moment when you're accidentally talking to someone. So there are my settings. You can skip through that, obviously. You probably have. I'll put all the lines down the bottom as well if you just want to skip to your rank. However, I would recommend watching it all, because I'm going to try and explain as much as I can throughout this. So if you're new, if you're starting the game, what I would honestly recommend is the grounded program, and I would just walk through that, specifically this drill here, just so you can practice going in and out. I would also work on driving around the map and trying to hit these boost pads as you go. So sort of first of all, just get used to driving and hitting these, sort of how much controller movement you need to get onto them. And then over time, you should be able to look at the ball and do it as well without really concentrating too much on the pads. Just sort of know near enough where they are. You won't be perfect. And then over time, you want to get used to doing this, because one of the key fundamental skills you want to have early on is being able to go in and out of ball cam. That's going to give you so much data. For example, if I'm here and I'm a lot of grand champs, believe it or not, they'll be like this and they can't see anything coming in. They're right under the ball. But just having the ability to do that, I can now look at the field, and it's almost like I've just slowed the game right down. So grounded is what I would recommend when starting out. We are, of course, unranked, and we're going to go into what's probably a bronze game. What we're looking to do here in this bronze game once we get in is just to really focus on our positioning, and we're going to really talk about positioning from the seminars. So our offense is going to be very basic throughout this series. We're talking jabs, we're talking tail whip flicks, and don't even catch it, just flick it like that. We're talking insta flick. So let's say you've got a bouncing ball. Wait. Instantly touch it into a flick. It's a really good move, that is. But for defense, we are funneling. And that's all you need to do defensively is funnel. So here we go, our first game. We're against the Milzo and MT Mad, who's our teammate. Well, I gotta make sure I put it on EU, because I think it's on just best suggestion when you first start. So for this kickoff, I'm going to show you my kickoff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boost towards the ball, and I'm just going to single jump early. What that's going to do throughout this series... Oh, I'm getting stirs. Sorry, guys. Throughout this series, it's going to basically keep that ball low. And that's what you want to do when you're playing this game. You want to keep the ball low. Right, so we're going to move into this position here. This is the pacifist position, this deep net position. So if I get caught into the corner, it's going to be difficult for me. So we're just going to single jump into that. Now, what you're always looking for, again, I'm in the inside. Whenever you're playing this game, what you want to do is be on the inside of that D-pad. You can use the D-pad to grab these boosts. For example, I can use the D-pad if I want to. But here, I'm just going to stay on the inside for now. And in the corner, I'm actually going to come to this position opposite. Just for now. And then I can move forward when I see they've missed it like that. I can now move forward into the ball like so. Again, I'm on the inside. I'm not trying to score, not around the outside on the walls. I'm on the inside. It's very important because as this player comes in here, if I jump, well, if they hit it, I block it. I block it from my net and force it down the wing. It isn't perfect, but it works. So again, I'm on the inside here. Inside. Look at this. I'm on the inside here, so that if it comes towards the net where it's dangerous, like it is now, I can slow down and I can just single jump and let it go across, or I can just put it back into the corner. But what I'm trying to do, like here, for example, I'll put it back into the corner because he's going for a demo, is I'm trying to use that side. So again, back onto the inside. You'll see here, hopefully. Maybe not. But I can just drive this ball, and I want to stay close on the inside. Now, the goal is, as I try and talk through this, to separate your defenders. So right now, I've got 2 defenders back. I need to separate them. I can't go against the 2 defenders. It's too difficult. So I'm going to go into the net. I'm just going to do a little 3-point turn for now, and I start driving towards it nice and slow down. I'm not going to go wide. I'm going to stay on the inside, just here on the inside. So I've got to separate them. So right now we can see they're close, and I'm using this again. That's why I really recommend using this early on. But I don't want to attack, and this will, pay massively later on when we get to Champ 2 and Champ 3 and Grand Champ. I don't want to attack 2 defenders. That doesn't make any sense. This is where everyone's going wrong in the game. They think about pressure. They think about attacking 2 defenders. Right now, I've got 2 defenders. You can see 2 players here are defending. So what I've got to do is I've got to separate them. And we're just going to wait for that to recorrect. So to do that, if I do get given the ball because they're rushing round, I'm literally just going to wait here and take a 50. And I do that as they come in. I just single jump like that. And that's going to separate them. Okay? So one of the key stats when you're looking at Rocket League quantifiably is not speed. That is a myth. Speed is not what actually controls the outcome of a game, and we've proven this, me and Raid, when we got to 1773 with no mechanics, and it was bare basics, no mechanics, and we did that because all we did, we're just going to push that into the net. All we did was we did one fundamental key. Go through any replay right now in 2v2 on ball chasing and look for the stat in position. Look for time spent behind the ball, and I guarantee you that I've actually not found one yet, but 99% of the teams that win had the most time spent behind the ball. Okay, that means protecting your net. You may think you've got flashy passes. You may think you've got fantastic aerial ability. It's not required. So again, I'm on the inside. Now, this one here, okay, it's bounced off the backboard, so I have to touch it by default. And again, I'm coming to the inside. Separations happen. Okay, I'm off the wall, so we can just drive this in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Really good. Nicely done from them. Again, I can tap that there, but I go back to the inside. I don't want to get roped in to a game of attacking from terrible angles, which is the corner. Instead, I need to force these 2 towards me. Slowly but surely, I'm on this inside, so every time they shoot towards net, I'm safe. Again, I'm on the inside, so as it comes towards net, I can just tap it out there. And again, I'm looking for this separation. So as you can see here, we're going to get separation in a second. They've separated from the ball. I'm back on the inside here. Don't need to go fast. As they come in, we're just going to do the single jump. And again, I've practiced 50, so I can pretty much put them where I want to here. I'm going to do that again. But you can do it too. What you've spent too much time doing is not concentrating in the game. So again, I'm moving towards net, and this will be working in Champ 3, Champ 2. And in this situation, I am in a tricky spot. So I'm going to come out of ball cam, and I'm just going to single jump. In real, as we go up the ranks, obviously this is bronze. Again, I'm going to go onto the inside. We will be using the backboard a bit more, but for now, we want real simple, basic stuff. That might be a goal, actually. It was a really good 50. And they said flying. So here, there's 2 of them in the corner, but they are together. I need to separate them somehow. I need a bit of separation. I'm going to wait for their first hit. Okay, there we go. We're going to move here. Actually, I'm going to wait again because it's in the corner. No drama. Here we go. I'm going to tap that ball there, and there's the separation. Okay, so their statistic line for time spent behind the ball isn't as good as mine. They are in front of the ball too much here. I'm funneling to the corner. I'm putting my car in the way of the net. So here, this is actually on net right now. It's dangerous, right? Or no, because I'm in the way. So GG to them. I'm in the way. And believe it or not, we're going to keep that going all the way up the ranks today as we go through our placement games. So 2v1 there, obviously it changes when we get into 2v2. It actually can take a lot of pressure off us because what we want to do as first man wants to do that. Realistically, statistically, from what my research has shown me, the first man wants to shadow all the way back to the corner to force 50-50s against 2 defenders. Once you get separation, then you can attack the duo. Second man is always backing up the first. If you want to be aggressive, again, second man should be able to read when to move into that. But the main thing is, if you want to get to Grand Champ, with minimal mechanics, the main thing is that you separate the defense. And hopefully this will make more sense. And actually what will happen is when you're playing, your teammate will naturally separate the defenders for you. So as long as you stay second man, you stay central and composed and drive towards your net, you'll be able to do that. So again, we're bronze. So like I said, I spend most of my time in free play, coming in and out of ball cam, tapping the ball around and doing the grounded program, the very basic grounded program. Just trying to just learn the very basic fundamentals. I would pair that up with watching the defensive seminar just to learn the positioning and like moving inside. So here we go, move inside. Okay, on the inside again. Still on the inside here. Still on the inside, and we tap that away with a single jump, okay? And I would use the offensive seminar to get used to doing stuff like the single jump. We're not going to be doing too much crazy stuff here with single jumps and stuff like that. So you see my teammates behind the ball, so they can just hit it across the middle. And that's why everyone's been taught wrong, okay? Because everyone shadows on the outside of the ball, and it's just really hard to do anything. We're going to move here. We've got separation. Hopefully they bump me. I was hoping my teammate might bump me. And again, we're staying on the inside here, so we're just going to kill that ball. And I've got to separate the defenders here. I've got to separate them. Okay, I can't separate them. So I move back on the inside. We've got a separation, but is he going to hit it? Yep. So I move back. I'm going to go back behind my teammate here. And again, I'm in the middle. Whoa, another bit of lag there. But I'm in the middle, so I can always just hit that ball to the outside, to the corners. And that's what my goal is, to put the ball in the corners. So here, I never go into an opponent's corner. Stay on this pad, down this path lane on the inside. Teammate might have it. If they don't, I'm protecting the net. I'm going to come back with a power slide. I'm pressing my power slide. That's R1 for me, that power slide. So I'm just going to tap it a few times so you can see. Just going to be able to move balls inside or outside. Now, that's extremely difficult. And again, we're going to just single jump there, inside to outside. Teammates turn on the ball. So they're trying to force this ball away. And what will happen in these early ranks is going to be very difficult for them. Nice demo. Because they won't have the consistency. This might be a goal. Okay, we're just going to save that with a double jump there. All right. And then we got that separation. Maybe that was too much. Single jump there. You can see here, these guys are doing much better than us as far as they're hitting the ball. So again, I'm going to go into the inside here. And this is what it is. It's literally a game of just waiting. And so see what my teammates doing, by the way. You can see they're trying to attack. And what's happening, every time they try to attack, they're basically pushing the ball at the opponent. So hopefully they don't do that now. We're just going to have to double jump that because that was 50 to the middle. Again, going to move here. On the inside. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate there with the teammates sort of blocking there. They got the burger as well. Biggest hitbox. So they're following us out here. So we unfortunately lose a little bit of our dynamism. We might start boosting here just to counter these players a bit quicker here. Again, a little miss, but we're on the inside. I'm on the inside here. Now, that's where I'll use my ball cam. Okay, so I can come in and out of ball cam and see what's going on. We are going to boost into this to grab the boost. And we've unfortunately ended up on the outside. We're going to go here. So if you do end up on the outside, what you have to do is you have to basically get to the inside as fast as possible. And we're just going to drive with a little bit of boost into that. And just drive into that there. And miss. And just drive into that. A lot of it's just driving into things. Drive into that. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to stay. We're going to tap that. Trying to stay as central as possible. So I move into the middle here. Tap that. Grab this boost. So what I'm doing here by just grabbing these boosts is just boost starving them. Okay. Going to single jump there. Going to single jump there. That's going to push it into the middle. Going to move here. Stay in the middle. Single jump. Oh, that was a flip. My bad. Sorry, guys. That was actually meant to be a double jump. And we're staying central here. Our teammate's not really getting many connections on the ball compared to this hammer guy. It sort of seems to be a little bit more consistent. But that's a great pass. So we're going to go inside. Single jump. Because I've got to separate them. So we're going to bring this ball back. Bring this ball back here. Oh, there's some separation there. So I've bumped him. So we've got separation. There we go. So I knew once we got the bump, we've separated the defenders. That's all I've got to do. See there? He's separated. They're not together anymore. This will be a little bit easier as we go up the ranks because obviously the consistency of the players is extremely low. That's my kickoff at the moment. It's just that drive into the ball, single jump. It's going to jump onto the wall here. And over time, you'd want that to be an air roll. Single jump. We're going to move back. We've not got enough boost here. Obviously, you can flip. Right, so this is good from them. Inside to outside. I'm always pushing the ball inside to outside there, getting rid of it. And then back into the middle. And I'm not following up fast. I'm just sort of following up at the speed I need to. I'm just going to fake that. And grab the boost. And again, don't follow it onto the wall. Don't follow it into the corner. Block the middle. Grab this boost as they come back. Block the middle. So if they come near, we just single jump. And it's blocked in the middle. And we just push it inside to outside. Hopefully this is making sense. You're already going to say, wow, there's no way he's going to continue doing this up the ranks. Yes, we are. Because again, inside to outside. We're just trying to stay here. Unfortunately, we just keep him absolutely rammed. We're just going to tap that here. This is going to be difficult. And here. Inside. And now we've separated them. We might want to go for a shot. So again, just grab these pads as we go. And then inside. Single jump there. Back on the inside. Hopefully my teammate gets the touch on this ball. Nice. Not bad at all. And what you'll see, though, is my teammate hits the ball and then they drive off and they give up all this space. And this Kama is pretty good. They're going for, like, aerials and stuff. Nice. That's a great pass. Again, come out of ball cam, just tap that in. Great pass there. But you see that Kama guy was quite good for this rank. They were doing aerials and hitting the ball and stuff. So, yeah, fair play to them. But what they weren't doing is they weren't obeying the principles of Rocket League, which is the middle, the middle, the middle, the middle. So, yeah, here we go. We're going to come around again. We don't need to attack because there's two defenders. We just drive backwards there. GG, well played. So, let's see what rank we are. A couple of people might complain there that I did, you know, maybe that double jump aerial, that double jump save might have been a bit too much. It was just one of those things. I sort of had to try and match the level of that Kama Smurf guy just to make it a bit fairer. But yeah, well played to them. So we are probably now looking into silver. So by silver, I would have spent most of my time in free play. I wouldn't spend too much time in games. The main thing I would work on is like driving the ball like this, and then I'd get in front of the ball and I'd continue to drive. And the idea is I want to learn like how to turn my car when it's facing the screen, and I want to get close to the ball as possible as I do that. So that would be the drill I would use, paired up with some of the basic stuff from the grounded program, jabs, maybe hook shots, pink belt as well I would probably do, but mainly just spending time getting used to control. So like here, staying on the inside and just driving close to the ball. So we'd like drive in, but we're doing it across the middle, and then we can turn, we can switch our camera if we need to. We can just drive across here, and then here we can turn. So again, I don't want to go past this boost if I don't need to, and I'm here. And what you're going to see in these ranks is hard because no one's going to actually be able to center the ball, or there's not going to be too much conflict. We're just going to single jump from where we are. So my goal is always to approach what's known as goal side. And goal side is the space or the position between you and the ball. So right now, I'm goal side. The ball cannot go to my net without sort of going through me. So as you go up the ranks, so like right now, this cannot go in because I'm defending goal side. Like that, you see? So if he shot it, I was blocking the whole of the net. And then as it goes into the corner, I want to give myself space. And this is exactly from the pacifist method. I use this in solo queue all the time. Okay, unfortunately, we're losing. So what's happening is, we're just going to come over to this. Going to pull a 50. Perfect. We've got separation. So there we go. And again, they're back together, so we don't need to attack. They might even score an own goal here. And a lot of the times they will. You know, you're mainly looking here, again, looking to move it. Now, in solo queue, as opposed to pacifist, I will cheat over to this side a little bit more, because what players do in solo queue is they rotate. And again, we're here in the middle, so we get this ball and we just single jump. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, what I was going to say, sorry, is again, you'll see I just get all this space. Notice I've always got space because I'm in space. You see, everyone's in the same area, so they're never going to get a free ball. Well, I'm going to get free balls. So my kickoff is just going to do this and then that. Just basic. That's probably a bit too much, but basically boost towards the ball and we're just going to jump. We'll probably keep that all the way to champ 1. Probably won't need anything more than that. So here, again, opposite the play. There's 2 defenders back right now, so we don't want to attack them. Because if we attack them, if my teammate dives in now, hopefully he will. Okay, don't mind, they've left the ball for him. But if he was to dive in and miss, it's an instant 2v1. So we actually, even on offense, want to consider, as we move into this to block the middle, we want to consider how we can, there we go, separate the offense. That was a great idea from them. So we're always trying to separate the defenders. And again, they're both back, so we don't have the separation. Oh dear. Always sticking to the inside. And I'm always turning away. So most of my saves, I'm looking to do moving towards the net. unless I get time on downtime right here to be able to face here. Then I can move forward into it. And they keep missing, so it's not happening. But if that was on target, weird lag thing that's happening, then it would be saved. So again, I'm here, waiting, and again I can move into this really softly though. I don't boost into the touch, I boost into the position. Notice the difference. I boost into the position. Why? Look how close I am to the ball. I boost into the position, and then I tap it. And you'll see that everyone else is using a lot of boost and flipping. I'm just going to come into the middle here, and I'm going to move this ball into space. Lateral dribble, hook shot, real softly stuff, and then we just, tap that ball. So again, another thing that's really key, we've got to get back into the inside here so that we can push it to the outside. There we go. Another thing that's key at these ranks is the ability to power slide. So if you can power slide, that's a really good skill like that, you know, stuff like that, so you can get into your spots that you need. It's a thing that you need to practice. Again, we're on the inside, so we can just jab that out. Get that boost, and there's the separation. There's an open net here. We won't overdo it, but just boost, just tap it. All right, so it's all about separation. Separation comes from the corner. We use that because it's the furthest amount of map space from their net. Therefore, it's the best way for us to get separation, because if one of them follows us into that corner, we instantly win the 50 and we've separated. And obviously, as we go through this episode today, because we should end up at about Diamond 3 today. Through this episode today, we will show you how to win 50s in the corner. So again, I want to stay inside. I came a little bit wider there because I was really thinking about picking that up. And again, I don't go past this boost, by the way, as the second man too often, because my teammates there, I don't need to get involved. When they circle out, I can then creep over to this side, and then again just go into goal side, boom, and then grab that. All about the middle. This isn't good, so I've got to come down here. This isn't good or realistic, so I'm going to use my power slide. I'm going to try and make it as botty as possible. I'm going to wait, and I'm opposite the ball, and I can just double jump and lean back and boost. Maybe that's too much. I do apologize if it is, but everyone seems to be doing a pretty good job. So I'm going to jump and turn. And I'm starting to move back towards net again. So I can pick up that ball in the middle. Maybe my teammate can score. So they can like boost and jump and stuff at this rank. So I think what I'm doing is fair. You know, people say, oh yeah, but you're getting these really good pop touches. Yeah, it was because I'm not moving out the way. You know, if I was chasing the ball out around the map like these guys and just flipping into things, yes, I would get the same touches they are. But that's because they're not doing the right thing. It's not their fault. It's because that's how they control the play. Okay, so we're silver now. So hopefully, if you are silver, that has all helped. Now, like I say, so this is the drill. Loads of this. Get that ball moving towards it, and then super close, but staying on the inside. So again, on the inside. If it crosses over, I make sure that I go back into like the middle of the thing. I let it take over me, and then I stay on the middle. Such a valuable skill that is at this rank. So we're going to show you this kickoff. This is extremely effective, and it can even beat speed flippers, even in the higher ranks. So all we're going to do is hold down our boost, and we're going to jump at the ball early. So I go here, and I'm jumping early, and I turn sideways. And I'm going to win most kickoffs there. You see that guy flipped into it? I win it because I don't lose it, and because the ball has been squashed to the ground. And that's a win. Now we can move into this here. Just give this a tap. And one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of rotation is exactly that. Because you'll often, if you rotate down, this is going to be difficult, but we're inside, so we tap the outside. If you rotate, like if I follow this guy now and he rotates, he will rotate back at this area, see? So I would hit him. What's the point? Go into the middle, give him a clear path to go back, and then, hold on a second, what, can we evolve that to just staying on the ball? Yes, we can. And stealing the boost, doing drag backs. Yeah. Why does no one do it? I just don't know. I just don't know. So I'm going to wait here. And I'm looking at the nameplates to try and get opposite. That's off. Again, that just comes from time, but we've separated them here. We can just drive forward. There it is. Just drive forward. Have they missed? Yes, they have. Because they're going too fast. They're a bit erratic there. We're in the middle. We're just going to drive forward. Nothing too crazy. And then we're just going to stay in the middle because they're on the wall. So they won't do anything. They'll hit into the middle. Watch this. Yeah, they won't do anything while they hit into the middle. So there you go. So here, I would like to pick that up. All right. I come in from the middle, though. I'm from the middle. Just driving. And now my team has come past. I'm going back towards net. That's called, by the way, a fadeaway, where you win the 50 because you've moved away into that space. In the middle again, grab this boost, and now we've got separation because they've just popped it. See the separation we've got? Now we just move into it and just tap it in. If you think that's too complicated, these guys are literally boosting around and flipping everywhere. So they can do this. the reason I'm consistent is because I'm not boosting around and flipping everywhere. I'm actually taking my time to set stuff up, and I'm driving. That's correct. You meant to do. Again, we're just going to do that early jump kickoff just to put it on the floor. Doesn't matter if it goes to our corner because it'll stick to the wall. And that'll be harder for them to get off. Like, see how it's harder for them to get off the wall? Because then it takes away off and ons and stuff. And that's essentially what you want to do. So again, we move into the middle. And now my teammate's gone. So again, I'm going to push towards here, but I turn away instantly. And I'm in the middle position here. I'm inside the net. Like, I'm inside the goal side position, if that makes sense. Sorry, inside towards the middle. Even here, I'm still moving. So I can't spin around. There we go. That's what I'm waiting for. So I couldn't spin into net. I'm just going to grab that. Couldn't spin into net because if I span into net, it's going to be too long for me to get back out, because spinning into net requires me to go in. Look, I lose control and then I come out. There's like a little bit of loss of control, which I don't want to do yet. And that's a reason why rotation just doesn't work, because they just leave the ball. One of the things you want to do at this rank is move less, but stay closer. So again, I've sort of biased out there because they're going to expect me to pick it up, and I'm above the ball there. So look, they're both in our corner. This is absolutely what we want. Don't want to do anything mechanical though, but they've just overcommit here, so we're just going to drive, take my time, get that first touch there, and as this guy comes in, I'm just going to jump. And that's just going to kill the ball, and that's all I've got to do. Because if he jabs it, if he flips into it, it's going to ramp off me. So we're always using our vision to see that. And again, I'm looking to come in with a little bit of bias, and then I'm just going to drive away, grab that boost, and match the height of the ball here on the backboard like so. I'm just going to reverse into this position. Hopefully that's not too much. I'm just going to drive this forward into the open net. This is my point. You know, a lot of the goals you'll find, and if you go back on your replays, most of your goals will come from counters because your opponent has map space. And map space is the #1 thing because they're so close. They're trying to ram it into something a millimeter away. With map space, when they commit, I can actually drive. I could go for a hook shot. So I can probably show you here. We've got 2 minutes on this game. Let's move this into the side. So we got this overcommit, right? Oh, never mind, he took it. But I could have just took that again. I'm in the middle, back into the outside. So inside position on the map. Boom, grab that. And I win the 50. Back into the inside position. Take a single jump just in case. And here, I can't go past this boost. I can really, but I don't want to. I want to stay central. Again, I don't want to chase them into the corner. So I'm going to drive down here. And what I can do now is I can grab this boost if I need to. And he's going to want that boost, so I might just grab that boost as well. But I'm on the inside. See, I'm constantly on the inside. And I'm behind the ball. My main objective is stay back. So I push out, and if they don't create anything or they don't get, like, so if Promise goes for that, we're okay. But they haven't. We're moving back towards the ball. And there we go. Sorry, that was a little bit overly botty, but I'm trying to prove a point there. And that's fine. We have got separation, so good on you for the bump. Going to move in here and just tap in, just feather this to get control. You don't have to boost full speed, just feather it to get control. Weird are the... So, if you look at this, actually, maybe I should start saving these replays. If we look at these games and you put them through quantifiably, I'm the slowest player, but I'm spending the most time behind the ball, and I'm spending the most time in the middle of the pitch. So here's our kickoff, single jump. I didn't boost there, my bad, guys. That should have been a goal, but look, I've got a really good teammate. Come back into the middle then. They've committed. Let's wait here. I'm facing this way. I'm keeping my mobility here. So if they play into the middle, I can drive into the middle. If they play it behind me, I can drive behind them. So I'm actually sideways until we get more straight on, and then I can square up. Okay? The main thing is we don't jump into things. We don't flip into things. We're not really boosting too much. Early ranks, gold 3 and below, I'm more concerned about my positioning and nailing fundamentals. Not diving into the corner. Not diving in as last man. Not diving in as first man. And you'll notice that all of those have the same thing. The words not diving in. So most players spend their whole Rocket League gameplay just diving in like that. It doesn't work because all you got to do is single jump. And this works against the Grand Champs. It really does. So we want to get solid at just being a bit more of an inside threat early before we even add anything. And there's another goal. Now, the reason that was a goal is... actually, hold on. We'll save the replay. The reason that's a goal is because their defender is coming around. He's left goal side and he's wrapping around. Okay, that's the biggest thing you'll see as we go into gold now. Hopefully this is helping anyone in those ranks. So we're looking at gold now. Okay, he's going for it. Perfect. I was going to do my special boost thing. We're going to move here. I'm going to grab this off the kickoff. Okay. And I'm on the inside again. And there we go. Okay, so even approaching that with the intention to shoot, for now, I do it with a slight bias towards the inside, where it looks like I'm almost going to pull it to their corner, because then all I have to do is slow down to let it come ahead of me, and then I can accelerate. That's called a rhythm break, where you're changing the rhythm of the ball. And what happens is a lot of players, when we do our single jump thing, shall we just kill it? A lot of players don't rhythm break, they play maximal speed. Like you'll see this guy here, this ghost guy, maximal speed. And we're just going to wait in this position. But when I'm going to do this now, right, I'm going to mess the rhythm up. So we're just going to literally a 3-point turn there. And what you see on my screen, I can see Ghost, all right? And obviously the higher ranks, we will go for that. I can see this coming in, and my teammate's right there. That's fair enough. So my teammate was right there, so you got to trust them to take the shot there. As first man, they should have gone out and sort of put some pressure on that ball, but there's no point me going across that because they're in front of me. And you've got to almost trust them a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to build up down the middle. Now, people will watch that and say, see, waiting in net doesn't work. It's nothing to do with the waiting in net part. It was to do with the first man completely whiffing a ball. That's the truth. So oftentimes, isn't that? So we got 2 defenders here. We need to separate. We need a bit of separation here. Still waiting. Still don't have a good amount of separation. I've got a lot of separation from my teammate, really enough. But not a lot of separation back into the middle from my opponents. And there we go. Into the corner they go. Teammate might be able to finish that. And in fact, they're going to score an own goal. Yeah, why? Because they both ended up in the corner. It's almost like a cursed spot. As soon as you end up in the corner, first of all, what was the thing? Don't dive in as first man. Don't dive into the corner. Don't dive in last man. Every single one of those rules was broken. It's a guaranteed goal. Rinse and repeat. That's Rocket League. So here we're going to drive in, do our early jump. Just kill it to the floor. That's a win. That is a win. So I'm going to keep looking back and forth as I grab this boost. And I'm going to go to back post. And I'm going to wait a second because I don't have time to go into net yet. Now I'm going to come in, inside to outside, almost an own goal there. And then I'm just going to stick here. And reason, like, look at that. They're in the corners again. So I know here, if one of them shoots this ball onto the backboard hard, which they will, it's easier in the higher ranks. Well, that's a bit too soft. But we are basically guaranteed a goal. So in Diamond, it's a lot easier to score than it is in these ranks because players don't actually hit the ball hard enough. And you always want these hard hits. But again, we're right in the middle. Just drive it in. And that's actually not a bad attempt there from the teammate. And now we just come back because there's 2 defenders back. There's no point me challenging that ball. I've got to separate them. I can't stress that enough, guys. Separation is the key. We're going to wait. We're going to come to the front post there because teammate misses. There's an ever open net. You probably see we've got about 5 open nets so far. And again, I'm in the middle. Don't go past this because I'm going to wait for this ball to come to me. And he's there, so I'm actually going to jump and do a turn there. You can half flip if you get better. No point taking that 50. We've got a lead anyway. Teammate might just go onto that ball, which they should. Perfect. See the separation. Look at the 2 blue pallet players. They're miles away from each other. And again, we want this guy to come in here. I need him to come in because I need to separate these. There we go. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to slow down for the 50. Back here. And what you'll find, the difference between us as second man and our teammates is as soon as we get the ball as second man, our teammates are right on top of us. I don't care how good you are. Oh, God, these touches aren't what we want. There's no way you can react to that. So we're just going to go inside to outside. I'm just going to drive it at them. Now I'm going to take this. Oh, I'm going to try and take that boost. But you see, I just drive it at them and push them back. Didn't really get to create anything there. Go back into the middle. It's pretty boring for the early ranks, guys. I do admit that. I'm going to move over here. And again, I don't want to go onto the wall. Stay on the inside. That way, if they hit it, look, I'm literally going where they're hitting it. And I can just, get bumped by a teammate twice. That's a real shame. So really all I had to do there was just tap that into the corner. I'm not too sure what's going on here. Because they're also driving away. So we were just about to tap that. Yeah, they weren't even going to hit the ball. So there's only so much you can do against these lower with these lower ranked teammates. And it gets a whole lot more frustrating in the higher ranks when they do that, to be honest. Because you'd think they know better, but they won't. So basically what you'll see now will just become sped up and even more exaggerated as we go to the rank. So we need to shadow here. We've got to separate them. Got to separate them here. We're going to go into this position here. I can see this guy. So look, I can watch him all the way through. And boom, there's that separation. We're just going to single jump it. Going to take out, come off ball cam here. Give him a few bumps. So when I'm trying to score, I'd usually come off ball cam. As you see here. So I can just get more of an accurate hit. And I'll also slow down. A lot of people speed up when the net's open. Sometimes you've got to slow down to speed up. Okay, so I think they're going to go for this. So I'm just going to reverse here. And they're hitting the ball too low, so they've lost it high, which is really dangerous for us. So we're going to use this to come back into this position again, inside. Boom. It's not the best clear, inside. Oh, that's a great touch. Oh, nice shot. My bad. So, bad touch from me, but we're on the inside here. Teammate dove in, never dive in. And yeah, we didn't get the clear here. I don't want to really do too many flips. Obviously, you just side flip that across, but there you go. Well played. Drive, we're going to do our kickoff of doom. Bang. Just kills the ball. Straight on net. That might be another one. Oh, my bad. My bad. It's actually a very good counter kickoff here. Let's see what they did. Oh, very nice. Okay, so what we got to do is we got to turn, like, go more direct to the ball. That's fine. More direct to the ball with the single jump. All right. So we're going to follow. Always build up on the kickoff, by the way. So always follow on the kickoff. Okay. Going to come here. And as this comes down, come out of ball camp, grab the boost, back onto the inside as fast as possible. See? Always go to the inside. What you'll see at these ranks is players are literally just diving and whiffing. Guess what? You're going to see at the higher ranks. Diving and whiff. Wow, what the hell? A fake challenge. That's really good. Fake challenge there. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go back here. I don't want to go onto the wall. I'm worried about my teammate bumping me, so I'm actually going to rotate here. That's what happened last time, which gave him a free goal. Really good from this ghost player. We're going to single jump into that. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on now just to get a goal. Oops. Trying to move it across. And we need to separate them. 41 seconds. Do need to separate them. I'm not going to take any losses here, guys, in these early ranks, just because it matters so much to the MMR. So if all of a sudden I just score a goal with a little bit more razzmatazz, well, not so much razzmatazz, but with a little bit more speed, I do apologize, although I actually am not going to get a chance. Fine. Good demo attempt. Good fakes. Well played. So just by pushing it at them, I was following a lot closer there because they're all on the same, like they're all in the corner. So I can be extremely close. There's a very high likelihood they all just bump each other and the ball trickles. So 4-4. Do want to get this win. And again, why? Both players are wide. It literally is all there is to defending, both players being wide. I'm just going to drive that at the net. Come around here. Going to turn this up to the wall and come off it. Never follow it up because it centers the ball. There's an open net. And there it is. So never follow it across. Not for now. Like, we're just going to put it up. Let it linger. Let it linger because they're often going to miss that. And then we just tap it in. So again, we should be gold by now. Hopefully this is kind of realistic. I hope people aren't going to complain too hard because I said I wasn't going to take a loss. But that's just purely for the MMR. And, you know, we want to get into the meat and potatoes. I think a lot of people are in Champ 2. They want to see how it's done. So there we go. Well played. And I'm not sure what the average rank is anymore. For some reason, I always feel it's Champ 2. It seems like everyone's at Champ 2 now. But I don't think it is. I think it's still gold or diamond. And speaking of gold, we are at gold. So by gold, I would have completed the grounded program. And I would have completed the defensive seminar. Okay. Obviously, people who were in the premium version of the defensive seminar, the paid version, 4 hours with the coaching, you'll have a much more better understanding. You'll have drilled and you'll have gone through this and actually asked coaches questions. But even if you haven't, if you just watch the free version on the channel, you should get a lot out of it. All right, so grounded program to be completed by gold, and watch the defensive seminar and the offensive seminar, but more so the defensive seminar, because we're just using very basic things. This is going to be real tough to defend. We're going to take our time, and then we go inside to outside. We're going to push this ball. We're going to grab this boost and back on the inside, and then just single jump. Put that high there. Going to get bumped, but teammate might be able to finish. And then going to single jump. There's 2 back though. Got to be careful. Now they're going to go for the boost. This is where you move into the middle. And we need separation now. There's the separation. So we're always looking for separation. Now, at these ranks, you know, they're just going to flip out the way because they're not going to be very fun. Like, you know, usually offense wins in the lower ranks. But, well, I say that. If you have fundamental defense, but yeah, I mean, it's usually offense just because it's, you know, if you can just put the ball towards the net, you're going to just make everyone struggle. As you can see, it's just sort of lots of reactive. So we're actually going to grab that. We're going to jab that and then back into the inside. So when I'm first man, which is the first time I've been allowed to be first man, actually, pretty much, we're going to wait here and then we wait for this. Nice. Still waiting here. Still waiting. I'm watching everything. I'm just going to do like a couple of 3-point turns. Then I'm going to move back down the middle. Waiting. and then we can turn into this. Get a jab, come out of ball cam. We can watch everything, slow down if we need to. We don't have any separation yet. We might just let this guy attack. There's the separation because now, there it is. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about separation. I'm talking about then separating themselves from the ball and going in front of it. So essentially they only have one defender. That's all we need. Even if he's right next to us, even if he can bump us and demo us, as long as they have one defender, we're usually okay. We can do our kickoff of Awesomeness. I changed the name from Doom to Awesomeness. Nice. I'm just going to wait here. Again, slight bias towards this side, this D-pad area, because my teammate is like giving them the ball there. And that's going to allow me to shadow in much easier. I'm actually going to slow down for a second. So I don't need to move while I wait for my teammate. And again, I don't want to go past this boost. I'm going to turn and face the inside. Of course, from this position, you can turn that way. Doesn't really matter. And I've got a slight bias here. And the closer we get to the net, usually the closer to the middle I will become. And I stay here for a bit. So I don't need to go up the wall here. And I just do my little 3-point turn again. Slight bias onto this side. Just an ever so slight one. But my thing is I'm shadowing my teammate. Again, back onto that pad. You can see I've got 100 for days here. Back onto this one. Again, we're going to turn, move towards the net, take our time, and then we just tap it from the inside to the outside. Single jump right there. Boom. There's two players in front of the ball. Give them a little whack as well. Now we've separated them both from each other. You can see the spacing, hopefully. And unfortunately, we didn't take advantage of that, but that's fine. You just rinse and repeat. Going to go into this position. Normally, you would hover. Okay. And we're just going to come here. They've overcome it. They're both in the net. We can just drive this forward. And that guy just did a really cool thing. He just flipped off. So, I mean, these guys are getting more mechanical now, which is what I always say. It's never mechanics that's the issue. When people go, yeah, but what if he hit that on target? Yeah, okay, big deal. Then all I got to do is double jump. Okay, so for my counter, like my mechanic, well, have I used mechanics? Have I used a hard level of mechanics? Can gold players do what I can do? Because I often get told I play like a gold or a bronze even. So if I can get to grand champ consistently, and again, come across there, anyone can. It's all about keeping with the fundamentals. Above the ball and close. And then as they come in, you can single jump there. Well, that was a great bump. I actually ended up getting flipped. But that's all you got to do, and you'll win a lot of 50s there. Again, we'll see more of that at the higher ranks. Still a bit too early here. Turn away. And we're always ready to stop our car. Just double jump, single jump, back flip, or even a delayed lean back flip, or a half flip. So we're just going to wait here, protecting front post, because that's all they're going to do. No one's going to actually go for back post because they're too fast. So they can't manipulate the ball. See? Going to come here to front post. So this is now the new front post. Now right here, I don't need to hit this. And we got separation. So I can boost. And I can actually just force a 50 there. I can actually just force that 50 because their teammates on their own. They've missed again. Move into the inside. Single jump. And again, look, who gets the recovery first? Me, because I'm traveling the slowest. And I'm here. Going to fake in there. There's never a bit of separation. So because I'm slow, look how I can manipulate the ball to the side. And now look at Grizzly. So Grizzly, is that the name? Glizzy. Just moved all their boost across the other side. We're just going to move again into this position. Match the height or above it. We just wait here. We can just wait here. And again, I'm coming back to goal side and then we just move in. We've got separation. That's fine. Doesn't matter. You can obviously see you can just accelerate there. But the main thing I'm doing, at these ranks, pretty much everyone can score. All right? You can tell me that you can score against your teammates. And I wholeheartedly agree. Against your rank, sorry. But what you're doing is, as this second man, is the fact that you're in the middle, protecting the middle. This might be a goal. You are offering more than anyone else at these ranks. And this is going to be true in Diamond. We're going to single jump there because they could have hooked it around us. We're going to single jump there and we're safe. Now we've got separation. Now they're back two in defense. So we don't want to attack head on. There's two in defense. So I'm waiting to move backwards here. And again, I'm not really shadowing them as much as I'm shadowing my teammate until he gets beat. Then I will shadow them again. Take the middle at all costs. That's not very good for me, but it's fine. GG. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm protecting the middle at all costs. And there we go. We are in gold 3. They're pretty good. 4 more games left here. So now, gold 3, we're going into platinum. So by platinum, you should have finished grounded for 1 time. So that's 4 weeks, I believe grounded is. You should have finished both the offensive and defensive 7R. If you wanted a little bit more of an edge, obviously did the paid one. We got one this Saturday. This Sunday, 4 till 8 p.m. GMT, we've got the offensive seminar, the full version with me, Precept and Raid, coaching you. And I would also have started and working my way through now lockdown. Because we don't need too much mechanics here as far as scoring. Like, we don't even need hook shots yet. We just need counters. And as you can see, we're at platinum now, and look how ridiculous it is. They're way more quicker. They're way more jumping. This is what becomes easier. The pacifist system, as I always say with the pacifist system, it gets stronger and stronger the higher up the ranks you go. The teammate's actually doing a real nice job of giving me time here. So I'm gonna, boom, we got separation here. She's going to come in. We're just going to come under this ball, and we're just going to single jump it. Okay? And again, notice how I switch from looking at the ball to going under the ball. That's why I have instant ball cam, because I don't want any movement there while I'm trying to do my thing. I want it to be instant. I can see and I can go. Going to do our kickoff of brilliance. There it is. Spinner Rudy. We're going to grab these pads here. Stay on the inside. Just grabbing these pads. Inside positioning. All right, here they come. Okay, we'll let our teammate go. So what we're going to add in now, because we've got the jabs, we're just going to add in the single jump. And that's all we need, probably through diamond as well, actually, for our offense. That's probably all we will need. And maybe some very basic shots on there. And I mean very basic. We probably won't need that, actually. Teammate's done a good job of stopping there. Again, I'm on the inside. I'm not going to dive in there. That's probably going to confuse him. And I look there and see how my teammate goes to the outside and notice the net was wide open. So if they had a good shot, that's a goal. That's why I funnel. And I always stay on the inside. So if my teammate just decides to go for the corner for whatever reason, I'm going to try and single jump there. Probably not the best idea. But if they do that, I'm always ready to make a save. Again, on the inside here, and there's an ever open net. Take your time. Take your time. Good job not flipping. We've got 2 players behind the ball. Is that a goal? Almost. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Oh, nice save. So we're going to slow down, get back into the middle, sit under this position. Teammates miss, so we're going to jump and rotate. That car, a little bit of bias, a little bit towards this side. And now I'm going to scoop into the net as that comes in. I'm going to scoop out as that comes out. I'm going to grab this boost and match the height of the ball. Now look at the difference. When I match the height of the ball, I can see them all. I can see my teammate taking the ball away from me. Putting it in the net, hopefully. No. And again, turn inside. So as this hit comes round, it will come round the wall. I'm ready to just match this ball right here. If I need to. We're just going to do a power slide reverse. Just going to wait. Just literally going to wait. Teammates there. So we're going to, look. Boom. We're going to just jab it and just do a double jump. Nothing crazy. I needed the 50 to happen. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Whew. I'm going to grab that. Back on the inside. Always makes me nervous. So I love playing first man. If you can get first man in the early ranks to just stay close to the ball and not do anything, you walk up the early ranks. It's quite funny. And again, inside, there's an ever open net. Well played, teammate. Nice shot. So you can see by just waiting on the inside, what I'm doing is I'm covering my teammate and I'm saying, don't worry, they're not going to score. I'm right ready to block the inside. And my teammate there was deep in net, so he can pick it up because he was central. And that was really good position from the teammate. You just look how easy that made it. We're going to have to single jump there. A lot of confusion. The lander confusion. Going to single jump there. Again, I'm out of ball cam. Just getting bumped around here. Back onto the inside. Now my teammate's there. So I'm going to give more space, much more space inside. And as it comes round, I'm just going to go back into the net, just like I would on the pacifist system. It's a real shame that. Basically, I actually thought they were going to hit that ball. So that's on me. So as this ball comes round here, I genuinely thought my teammate was going to touch that ball. So I was thinking more so about getting out on the push. But obviously, you use boost, kick off of awesomeness. There it is. But yeah, that's probably because they threw themselves into the middle. And they're more concerned with hitting the ball than they are just blocking it. And again, you can see here, everything's always 100% in. Going to move forward here to grab some pads if we go. We're just going to stay central, in the middle, block in the middle. Going to wait here, and everyone's got these flips. They've got all this stuff, but no one's just moving around the map in a good way. It's all very quick, too quick. Because what they're doing is they're putting themselves into bad positions very quickly. We're just going to single jump there, move that away, because we got separation. We've got one defender here. There's still one defender, but I'm going to fake that. Never dive into the corner. Move back, perfect. He funneled it. Grab this boost. Match the height of the ball here. Match the height of the ball. Now I can't, can I? Probably not do anything too much there. Single jump, double jump, whatever. Just block behind that ball. And that's why I like to come out of ball cam. So I need to see if he does it. Because if he sits there and I jump, I'm going to tap the ball away. If he fakes me and starts driving off, I'm going to give him a free possession. A lot of grand champs do that. Again, I'm blocking the inside, matching the height of the ball here. Look at the difficulty, the danger they're having. Compared to my teammate, he just dives into the corner, does nothing. Just by me not doing anything, I just completely shut down everything. How crazy is that? Yeah, you're still going to dive into the corners. I'm going to wait here. Again, a little bit of bias towards this side because I will need to pick this up with this funnel. funnel the front post. They're just going to basically prevent that ball coming into the front post. I'm going to move into the inside here. It's on the inside. Get onto the inside. I'm going to move it to the outside. Back here. Get the ball. I'm just going to do a double jump. Don't want to hold that ball too long. It's an open it for the teammate. Nice. Don't want to do any dribbling here. People will complain, you know, Platinums can't do dribble maps, or they can't dribble the ball. Fair enough, I agree. So literally, as soon as it goes onto the car, I double jump. If you don't know how to cut it, if you've completed grounded, you should be able to do that. In 4 weeks, you should be able to do that. They're going to go for the kickoff. That's fine. Always build up on the kickoff. Don't go too wide. All right, don't go too wide here. And again, here, like, I'm on my own. I'm defending. I'm just going to move towards the middle. Because oftentimes here, and I've got to be careful there. There we go. Again, I'm protecting the front post. The chance of them scoring due to the back post is very low. I'm going to go onto this pad here. Because I'm the first player now. I'm just going to come across here. Real basic. Tap that in. Again, notice the defense. They are not bothered about stopping the ball going into their corner. They're actually actively centering this ball because they're defending the wrong way round. They've been told to shadow on the outside and just smack the ball back. They're not blocking and funneling, which is what they need to do. And it's all you need to do to get up to the ranks. We're now in platinum. Hopefully this is helping, guys. Again, no offenses meant by any of this. I'm trying to spread the good word. And actually, speaking of spreading the good word, I really do appreciate all the support. We've had a massive milestone recently, which I cannot believe, which are 1 million views. 1 million views on the channel. It just blows me away. So thank you, everyone, so much for that. And yeah, greatly appreciate it. As with this episode here, you know, I'm not editing it down or anything. This is basically a raw video just to get the first one done. I'm just going to spin a Rooney there. Going to move there. Oh, and inside. So just save it there. Inside. Just by going inside. Now, as I get past the halfway line, I can think about turning to the out, like to go for a shot. But I won't. I go inside instead. And I'm just going to drive backwards here. My teammate was a little bit close there. Should have just boosted and flipped. And now we're probably looking at high platinum. What you'll see here again is your teammate is right close. They can't actually react. My bad. They're also lagging. That's my bad. With low boost to sort of just push it there. I got stuck it into their corner, so that's bad for me. Open net here. All right, nice. Grab some pads. Back into the middle. There it is. Gonna come across there. So what you're doing there is, again, it's not mechanical. It's just having a read on the play. So they've put it into the middle. We're back into the middle. We push it across. We can see they can flip this away. So we're just going to double jump into the space they can flip it away. That's a really valuable asset. Okay, we're going to do the kickoff of awesomeness. Here it is. Early jump, spin a Rooney. And look at that. Beautiful. Now, hopefully teammate jabs this on net. And that's probably going to be offensive opportunity. I'm going to go here and grab this boost. That's probably a goal, nearly. And I'm not so happy that I did that, but see him jumping. There we go. We've got our separation. Move the ball. And just, yeah, perfect. Don't hit it at an opponent, like directly. It makes no sense. I'm going to take that. I'll try to actually tap it around them. And again, we're shadowing. I'll quick look at Alex. Shadowing down the middle. Alex has gone to the corner. They're probably going to, yeah, we go. Hit that. Get back here. Just wait here. And back here. I'm going to move that front post. We saw that they got beat because they're flailing around. Now I'm going to match the height of the ball here, slightly above it. So it basically creates a little bit of friction. Almost like pushing through sandpaper there. You probably felt it for him. He couldn't really get through with a nice clean hit. And now that's probably a goal, yeah. There we go. Why is that probably a goal? Everyone's in the corner but me. So everyone goes to the corner, collapses. They center the ball because we keep seeing that. And we're going to see it at Grand Champ. And you're going to see how that's why it's easy to get up the ranks. No one's actually doing any kind of funneling or prevention. So he's going to funnel it across the middle for us. And teammate took a good 50 there. Took them both out the game. We can just take our time. We're going to single jump there. Just in case. And guys, use your air roll. Again, this is all stuff you probably have picked up from doing grounded. I'm going to go onto this boost lane. My teammate's gone for a pointless touch there. If lucky they didn't, because that would have just pinched away. And they're forcing the ball at the net. So it's really dangerous, that is, because it can actually pinch directly to net. I'm waiting here. A little bit of a bias. Looking around, see if my teammate's there. And then back towards the front post. Teammate should be there. Okay, that's fine. And I'm here. And slow down to let that go ahead of me. There we go. So sort of slow down. The idea was to grab the boost. Again, I'm just playing slow here. Don't want to overdo it. Don't want too many complaints. Back in the middle. Gonna wait here. Gonna chill. Gonna face away. Gonna face away here. And I'm ready to drive back if I need to. I can always turn. Again, I'm going to face away because I can see an interaction happening. I'm going to go to the back post here. And as we go to the ranks, we can go to the front post straight away and just block that. But we are expecting our teammate to do that. So we're going to just slow down, and that's going to give us this opening. We now have separation. We're now just going to walk through. Get bumped. I'm going to flip onto that. Probably a bit too mechanical, that is. Literally, it's just a side flip. And then always, when I side flip, I always hold air roll. So like, and I use free air roll. So if I side flip, let's say here, I can hold it and land perfectly on the thing. Obviously, you never want to do what I just did, by the way, which is hit the ball away from yourself. I just wanted to show you. So here, again, take your time in defense. You want to think about where can I put that ball where they can't hit it. Then we're going to come here. Going to go up there. Going to go up there and block it. Why? I lost sight of the second man. But my teammate's diving in and they're just preventing themselves being able to defend. The flip side here is if I come all the way back, we're fine. We're absolutely fine because I can see everything. And that's fine. And look at this. We've now got separation. We're actually going to grab this. And I'm just going to... Okay, never mind. I'm going to take my time there, but that's fine. Because what we're doing, he's separating from me. He's throwing it into their corners. And now look, he's separating and they can attack the middle. Look at this. Because he's rushing around when we've got the win. But you don't need to. And again, that's separation. Like, what you want is you want quality team building. So again, bias towards the side that it's on. Moving back towards next. Tap this a few times. Block in the middle. And then I can face out. Deep. Always go into the net to face out. Unless you've got a real good read. So if you're really good and you've got a good read, you can do that. But generally, for these ranks, just keep it simple. Again, you can go up onto there. But my teammate's doing the right thing. They're stalking this ball down. Well done. Yeah, nice. That's exactly what they should do. You should not rotate in that position. I'm blocking the inside, looking to move into it. Look at this. It's great. Grab that boost. Match the height of the ball. I can see them both. This is probably going to be a goal. Let's take that ball. Going to single jump there because they passed it back to the opponent, unfortunately. And that's what you've really got to look for. Nearly. You've got to look for opportunities to... Hold on as I just push that towards net. You've got to look for opportunities to play the ball to where you or your teammate can go. Unfortunately, they sort of hit it directly to the opponent where they could have tapped it to the left, for example. See both of them on the right-hand side. Again, no point attacking them. How much success have we had attacking them head-on? My teammates had 3 shots. They've saved them. Okay? But how much success have we had attacking them on counters? Massive success. 66%. Grab that. Back into net. Gonna wait here. And we can just go up. Just double jump. Literally boost and double jump. Make sure, if you're ever challenging the ball, to always go up first, like I just did there to show it. Oh, I don't believe that. Wow, we are so lucky. Oh, mate, try to save it. So I was just trying to show you how you match the height of the ball there. Oh, no. Don't touch it, teammate. Don't touch it, teammate. Whew. Man, that was crazy at the end. Teammate just left the net and almost just allowed them an open net to go in. But there we go. We're going to get the save on that replay. Sorry if I keep forgetting to save them. So we're mid-platinum now. Game number 9 coming up. And we're just sticking to it. I know it's probably putting you guys to sleep, but, you know, you can skip to your rank. Hopefully you can just see that it's more to do with positioning there. I know these games are close, but I'm really not putting anything into the offense at all. And, again, if you have a teammate, it's so easy. There you go. And if you're thinking that I'm being too consistent, then you're training wrong. You are training wrong. So, we are approaching, this is probably Diamond. Yeah, Diamond, there we go. So, in Diamond now, I've finished Lockdown. I've finished Grounded. I've finished both the seminars. And I'm working my way through the Masterclass system. Just going to single jump that. And as I always say, it gets much easier the higher you go. You can single jump that because they push forward much more. And they actually hit the ball around here. Notice the opponent smacks the ball into the corner. Much easier to get on offense now because they're hitting the ball way harder. And they've got the same brain. So they haven't actually improved their game sense or their knowledge, but they're stronger hits, which is perfect for this strategy. Going to spin a Rooney. Kick off of Awesomeness. Going to drive over here. Not good for me. I think it's go on the inside. My teammate should be fine. Oh, they're on the outside and they're pushing it. Oh, my days. There we go. Okay, nice. Down the middle we go. It's going to stand back a little bit because you see this guy approaching him. So there's a chance it pinches. I'm going to have a slight bias here because he might rotate. And I'm not sure he's going on the out. Yeah, good job, man. Good job. Hopefully he goes onto the backboard here. Yeah, nice. Really good. Down the inside here. Down the inside. So I was thinking about challenging that. Saw the opponent down the inside. I'm just going to hit that to the side. My bad, guys. That should not be a side flip. But I was trying to jump and turn. I'm going to wait here. Nice touch again from the teammate. We're going to grab that boost. We're going to stay here. We need the counter attack. This is good. We need them to attack here. This is great. Okay, the reason we need them to attack is so that we can just get a separation and then attack. Fortunately, teammate blocked the counter, as you could have probably seen. Could have very easily done something there. So we're just going to play to the corner, inside to outside. Just single jump there. Because I don't want to commit myself too much. So we're going to stay here. And again, block it. Inside to outside. Notice them all go flying past. And again here, it's blocking. And again, you can just see how frantic everyone is to do these things. Again, just funneled it. There we go. Really want to make sure we're not putting that across the middle. Onto the backboard we go. We're looking to match tight the ball. There it is. Bunk. Drive forward here. Drive forward. Wait for this 50. There we go. Again, I'm just staying close to the ball. I'm not overreacting. You could flick there, but I really don't want to use flicks until maybe high champ 2, champ 3. I really don't. If flicks would be unfair at this point. If you use the tail whip flick at this point, you're probably scoring like 15 goals a game, in all honesty. Double jump here, just in case. And then we're just going to drive backwards. So I'm here, going to grab the boost. Okay, so teammates dove into the corner. Big no-no. So I've got to waste as much time as possible. And luckily, beautiful, they get back. So hopefully they let me take this because I've got great outward momentum. And I'm just going to go bonk, and I'm just going to single jump that. Nothing special. And what that does is it makes them use their boost. So that's a shot and a half. Makes them use their boost. We're going to drive backwards, drive forward. Going to single jump that, and then grab this boost. And each time I do it back into the middle, back into the middle. Wait that to grab that. Fine. Bump. This is an open net, and they're going for an aerial play. Classic. So there was a wide open net there for a while because they were both on 0 boost. But there you go. That is Rocket League for you. Good. Go for the highlights. Don't go for the wins. Then they complain. Okay, we're going to move into this. Again, we're just going to move into this. We're going to drive into that. Going to move. You can go back and forth like that to see any interactions on the ball if you want. The main thing is there, I'm not diving in for a 50 in front of my net. Why would I dive for a 50 there? If they were moving with me to where I want to go, I can take the 50. But if they're not, then there's no point me taking the 50. And they've already quit. And we haven't done anything. Now, notice they're all going for aerials and flip resets and all that junk. All right, we're just going for driving. So we can move this ball across here. Okay. And, you know, even though my teammate smashes it away and just wastes a load of time and then goes for a real bad aerial, it was actually not a terrible idea because it's going to keep confusing the defender. We've got an open net here. There's really no point playing this game here. So we're just going to wait around. And again, we'll just wait for a counter. Let's see how long it takes for this guy to dive into the corner. If he dives into the corner, it's a guaranteed goal for us. Because notice how he gets wider and wider. Here we go. There's one. We want a full dive to the corner. Come on, full dive to the corner. Will he do it? Okay, never mind. That's why you don't push it out, buddy. You will get dunked. And we almost got scored on because he just pushed it right at the opponent. We could score this, but what I'm more interested in, I'm going to try and bump this guy off. Take that to the wall there. Grab that boost. Nope, never mind. It's going to be a goal. We don't need to score. Oh, never mind. And what you're seeing here is people go, oh, but, you know, diamonds are good, but that's just a bit of inconsistency. Yeah, because they're rushing around like absolute maniac. Like, again, he just missed a point-blank range shot because he boosted from a mile away from the bad position. It's the positioning that's the problem, not your mechanics. I can come here to shadow, and then as he comes in, I'm just going to back right off. Then we can take that ball. If you don't have a teammate bumping you, you can just take that ball and score another open net, which there was there. We're just going to wait here. And as he comes in, we take the 50. And there's another open net. Again, teammates are doing that. We're going to actually move this across here. I'm actually going to start moving this around just to waste the clock. Because we don't need to score. And this guy's trying to score. Go. Just to basically drain it there. That should be fine then. Nice. Yeah, so kind of annoying at this rank the players are. This is where Diamond is where the players... Diamond and upwards is where the game gets very toxic. Very, very toxic. Because they really think they're really fantastic. They just rush around diving. And they really, really believe the lies that all these people have told them about playing fast. And they really believe it wholeheartedly. And they really believe in rotation. They really do. But they're still Diamond. Alright? How would you get out of Diamond? Play different. Play differently, play smarter. Don't need mechanic. Hopefully the stuff I'm doing here, you're watching this and going, I actually could do that with a little bit of practice. Maybe if I go into free play and literally just move the ball here. I'm not like I've even done a hook shot. And then just drive into it like that and do a single jump. Maybe I could do that. Or maybe really you don't want to jump into it. That was actually a bit of a slip. Maybe I can do that hook shot. That's all I do in training. I just move the ball to the side. Obviously you go for more cuts and flicks and stuff. We're not doing that today. It's a bit unfair. Like I say, we won't be doing that to the higher ranks. It's too unfair. And here we go then. So kickoff of awesomeness. We jump super early, kills the ball. Teammate has decided to go for boost, as has theirs. First person to get the ball has a huge advantage. That's why you always follow up on kickoffs. Again, we're just going to turn away here. Reason is we don't have any boost, and I've got to funnel them into the corner. We've sort of lost everything due to not following up on the kickoff. So always follow up on the kickoff. One of the biggest reasons a lot of people are held back is because they do not follow up on the kickoff. And one thing you'll notice, guys, I'm doing through this is I'm doing these little like single jump turns. So again, we've got a little bit of separation. Gonna have to wait for my teammate. Don't know what my teammate's doing there. Gotta be honest. So I was really trying to wait for my teammate to come back behind me. I should have just waited. But they seem to be more concerned with going for the demo. I was hoping they'd go behind me there. Yeah, you don't want to take a like 50 like that as last man. You really want to play for space into the corner. So that's on me. Just did not expect that at all. So kick off awesome there. So here it comes. Hopefully the teammate decides to follow. They're really going to put this at jeopardy. Yep. This might be a loss because there's only so much you can do if they just keep going for that 100 boost. It is the most ridiculous thing in the game. What did that 100 boost do? Got me scored on. What's the point of having 100 boost? Oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. It's like having a bucket of water and dehydration. I mean, you'd have to be really like kind of stupid to do that, in all honesty. Stop going for boost on the kickoff if you're watching this. It's ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Gonna wait for this touch. Move into it with a single jump. Gonna grab this boost. We're looking... What the hell? We're looking for this separation. Just gonna wait here. Hopefully teammate can touch this. Alright. Move into this. I'm actually gonna bump this teammate away. Oh my days. Yeah, we can't win with this guy. This is a typical diamond player. Diamond free, so that probably explains it. Again, we're just gonna single jump there. They just really don't have the clue. It's what on earth? Gonna single jump there. I don't want to have any losses like through the placement games because I do want to sort of get through this series. And obviously a loss costs so much MMR in these games here. We're going to side foot there. What in the hell is this? I mean, there's only so much you can do with a play like this. Anyway, we're going to just single jump there. And that's probably going to be a goal or lead to one. That should lead to it. Okay. So I'm going to come here to grab the boost and go back onto the inside, sorry. I'm going to grab this boost. I'm going to match the height of the ball. And then just going to block that across. So that was different. Jesus Christ, man. This guy's just smacking me off the ball. I'm going to have to do that because I lost vision because he just smacked me out of position. But, yeah. And I'm just going to smack him off that. See what he says. Hopefully he leaves. And I'm being deadly serious. I can win this with... biggest ball chaser ever. I can win this without mechanics, without this teammate. I'm just going to move that around them. I'm just going to isolate this guy out of the game, I think. Because they're... hopefully they just get mad and forfeit. I'm thinking about doing a tail whip flick there. I don't want to. It is unfair. But I am just going to have to do that. I'm going to have to carry this because this guy's definitely in the wrong rank. I don't know what the heck this guy's thinking today. Should have just not bothered coming online. In all honesty, because that is ridiculous. Smashing you off the ball, smacking the ball away, just missing the ball, going for boost. I'm going to fake the kickoff because obviously they need 100 boost. Led to them almost getting scored on every time. Did in the second instance. I'm going to tap this. I need to come back onto the inside. There we go. Now I can take the ball from the side. I'm going to just do a tail whip there. Not like high. Stay close. Tail whip again. Teammates nowhere to be seen. All right. It's interesting. So we're going to come back here. Going to grab this boost if we can. Probably a goal because I got bumped there. Speed flipping because I do think this is a 2v1. Again, I probably wouldn't have gone for that speed flip. Again, tail whip flick there just in case. He's now in net. I'm so confused here, guys. I wish he would have done this from the start. I would have played properly. So I'm going to grab this boost here. Don't need to. I'm going to move into this position. We're going to wait here. Just going to wait here. And again, back on the inside. So we have to touch this after the bounce to stay safe. Because it's too easy for them to score. Now we can move this ball to the side. We're going to just power slide them both. And then here, we're just going to turn. And just turn like that. It's literally a little turn. Nothing too special. Going to flip away. They've missed a wide open net. Come on, this isn't like free, is it? Going to tap that to the side. Always tap. Always like in a position. Oh, never mind. He's back. Bump him off. Always in a position you can follow. We're just going to snapshot this because it's like we're squared up perfectly for it. Oh, here we go. Come on, buddy. Diamond 3. All right. Look, everyone's low on boost here, so we can just go up and just tap it. There we go. And then just tap it. Again, I'm doing way more than I should be doing at this rank. Way more than I want to be doing. But I'm with a negative, what I call a negative player, where they actually add to the other team. So, yeah, I'm actually playing like I'm playing a 3v1 here at Diamond 3 level. So I've just sort of ramped it up a little bit. We got the lead, so I'll try and play normal again. But, oh, well, at least they took the kick off. They have gone AFK. Yeah, this is the worst rank. One of the worst ranks in the game. And the only rank that's worse than that is an open net. Can they put it in? Yes. How much is that? The only other rank that's really this toxic for the, like, the skill to toxic ratio is completely messed. Like, Diamonds, this rank, they honestly think they're, like, world class. They're so toxic because of it. But the only other rank that's like that is 1650. 1650, or it's like Mid-Grand Champ 2 is another one where the players are just, you know, all over the place. And miss the ball. Like, it literally is this. It's exactly this. It feels exactly the same. You're going to move back in the inside. And again, there's two defenders here, so we've got to pull them back. Got to pull them back. And then, boom. Just block the front post. And notice I'm on the inside here. That's actually not bad from the teammate. That is. And we're just going to move. Got to watch out here. That's actually really good. What they did there, which was so good, again, approach from the inside. Because when they do that, you can just do that. All right, so I'm not following up the wall. Pointless aerial. Just going to move away here. They say I was a ball chaser. Classic. Going to grab that. I missed the touch, but it should be fine. Nope, I got pushed away by my teammate. Oh, man. This guy. So, yeah, I missed the touch here, which is a real shame. He wants, well, yeah, please leave. I missed that touch. And I'm going to touch it, and then he just spins me forward. Because he's just driving at the boost there. But that's on me. Oh, my bad. Okay, so not a bad kickoff. They followed up here. They're on the wall. They're trying to score what looks to be an own goal. So we're going to have to... Yeah, okay, this is special. This is tough. This is literally a 3v1 here. Luckily, they're smacking it away. Going to hit that. Maybe it bounces. Right, I'm going to speed flip this, guys. Just because it's a 3v1 here, and I just want to get my MMR to carry on with this series. We're just going to smack that. I'm going to grab this mid boost. I think they're trying to score own goals as well. This is really bad. I'm going to grab this, move into position, take the 50 with a side flip to move it to the side. We're actually going to take that 50 as well because they're coming in. Will they be able to hit the ball? Not bad. Oh, God. So tough for these players. And they're just going to go for me, which is weird. So people say, well, they were going for the ball. And this is, again, well, I'm not a big fan of rotation because for him to go for the ball, it would have been better for me to stand it. Obviously, I can't. I've got to keep rotating here. But they're not really getting close to the play either. And they're going to dive into the corner. This won't really create anything unless they make a mistake, which is like, I don't want to be reliant on the opponents making mistakes. You know, oh, this is so tough, guys. This actually legitimately could be a loss. There's only so... Oh, man, they're not even in that. And they just smashed me, and now they're going for a pass. Holy smoke. Does anyone know this guy? Jesus. How did they get into these ranks? Oh, no, that's a bit... Oh, and they're bumping me. What in the heck am I watching? Gonna grab that, grab this, gonna move into this position. Up here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but I mean, come on. Like, seriously, what on earth is Exocaz? I got 3v1 there. So I did have to go into mechanics. I didn't want to. Like, it just shows the defending. The reason we scored that is because the defenders pulled forward. I cannot believe the teammate, you know, that's really unfortunate that this I knew would be the worst rank. Diamond, yeah, Diamond 2 actually. We didn't even get Diamond 3. That's unfortunate. It's the worst ranks. We won all 10 matches there. Obviously, I did go out with the intention not to lose any of the games. So I was adding what I needed, which was, Daddy can't carry. Let's go, baby, Daddy. Which would, I think was fair. I think was fair. The only thing was at the end there, that little air dribble, and that was just because I wanted to get out of that game. I could see that if I tried to play fair, with my teammate bumping me, smashing me, demoing me, and all that stuff, I don't really have a chance. So I've just got to take it away from them. You know, Exocaz and players like that, they do exist, unfortunately. And you just get unlucky when you get them. But to have someone who really, let's be honest, the first 2 goals were their fault. They didn't even go for kickoff. And then they're helping them, trying to score own goals, bumping. I've got to just take it into my own hands. I'm sure everyone should understand that. But still, the principle is the same. We are using our fundamental skills and our positioning to take over the game. And the reason I wasn't as fundamental in that game, just so you know, the reason I was going wider I probably didn't explain it, was to take away my teammates' boosts because they were grabbing the boost and it basically was a 3v1. So I had to take away their boost so that they're stuck in the mud as well. Because now you're in a 3v1, you've got to take away everyone's boost to make it fair. Because they're going to have a total of 300, you're only going to have 100. You've got to take the boost from them, give you a chance. And when you'll notice when I do that, I zip in and I zip out. I don't spend time on the wide. But there we go, first episode in, and we won them all. And yeah, hopefully that's helped. You know, like I say, by this point now, you're Diamond 2, Diamond 3, it will get easier. I promise you that it will get easier. We just that's the first toxic plate we got. But you want to have completed Lockdown, Grounded, both of the seminars, and you should be making your way through the Masterclass. So I, by now, would have looked to do Pink Belt and the Green Belt, which is Flicks. And that is all we used. Obviously, we did that air dribble at the end. That was just because of the 3v1 and my teammate just being a nutcase. But thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I believe we got 1 million the other day. And like I said, we do have the seminar on the 28th this month. So literally on Sunday, we've got the seminar. And yeah, it'd be great to see you guys there. If you want to do the premium seminar, send me a message and I can add you to the list. Thank you very much. Look after yourself and peace out. Peace.